I think I've nailed the hair. However, I definitely think the fringe needs to be shorter. I reckon we can take at least 1.5 inches off of this, because at the moment it's just a sort of lengthened layer, I would say, but we're getting there. Although I had a comment the other day and I thought I'd put it to the jury on this. Someone said my hair was looking too long and straggly, and I always feel like we're girls in this section of the internet, and I feel like you guys would tell me if my hair was too long and it was too straggly. So you're gonna have to let me know. Does it need to be cut? Obviously, Imi did the fringe, and he is definitely going to be doing a shorter fringe on me for show. But what do we think? Is it looking straggly? Does it need a zhuzh? And is it looking a little bit too like long and like, dare I say it, does it look a bit young for my age? Do I need to go shorter? Like, I could obviously... Oh, that does look quite nice, doesn't it? I always feel like it looks nicer when you tuck it up though. Like, could I go to that length? I feel like I'm losing the vibe that I was going for with the haircut though, with the fringe, if I do that. I kind of wanted that longer, sort of unkept look. Who knows? Anyway, I hope you like my jumper because you know how I feel about things that make me happy being embroidered into my jumper, and I have to say that I think this is the most exquisite jumper I have ever seen. And over the years there have been sheep jumpers, there have been squirrel jumpers, and now I have finally found the blooming jumper of my dreams, and I could not wait to tell you about this brand because I honestly think that this is sort of like one of the things that is the answer to my fashion loving but also style loving dreams. Now, I know at the moment we exist in a world where trends are like king, and if you can release something that everyone wants to buy, so you'll often see like high street stores with like a viral product, if you can do that, you then see everyone wearing that thing. And I have now got to the point where I'm like, I really don't want to be wearing the same things as everyone on the street. Like, we want to have a bit of personal style, we want to have a bit of personality, and it's why I love having the things that I love embroidered into or sewn into jumpers that I love. And so when I heard about this brand, the brand is called Fabrique, and what I think is so incredible about this particular brand and why I was so excited to tell you about it is that it's almost like a collective. So there are multiple different designers working under Fabrique, and you can purchase different items and you know which items come from which designers because it will say in the label. And what that does is it brings together some more almost like uniqueness to the fashion world, but also it's got that luxury edge, but at more attainable price points, like attainable luxury kind of thing. But it's bringing a pool of products that wouldn't usually exist in that price point, that they're not like everywhere on the high street. And these are being brought to life by some of the most decorated, but maybe like not so heard of, although some of them absolutely are heard of, because none other than Roxanda is a part of Fabrique. There is also Reem Acra, which I have loved her stuff for such a long time. So there are some names that if you are like a fashion girly whirly, you will know the names underneath, but then you will also discover people that maybe you didn't know about before, that maybe have won LVMH awards or worked at LV, for example, which some of these designers have actually come from maybe like the LV, Louis Vuitton knitwear department and that kind of thing. So it is super interesting, and it is such a great place to find, I think, things that speak to your personal style, but also feel a little bit different, but also hit that like luxury mark, but with a better price tag. And my jumper, okay, which I feel like we're already winning with the jumper. I've literally just popped it with a pair of jeans because I think this is the kind of thing that you like put on at home. Maybe it's like a more grey day outside like it is today, totally grey outside, and you want something that's going to lift your spirits. Imagine this with a collar underneath it. You could even put like a little blue popped collar or something like that for transitioning into spring summer. It is so soft. I don't even know what this is made of. Oh wow, this is actually an alpaca blend as well, so that's probably why it's so soft, and it is just beautiful, and it's the perfect sort of cream. The sleeves, I forgot about the sleeves. I love the little yellow touch as well, like that. I'm sorry, the more I look at this jumper, the happier it makes me. But I love mixing cream and white. I think it just adds sort of like a really soft touch to an outfit, but yet this is still very much like a cozy vibes girl, if you know what I mean. And so I wanted to show you my jumper. I'll link it down below. I have a few other bits and pieces that I think you will love, okay? Because when they sent through the lookbook, I was like, oh yeah, this is the fashion girly that also really likes beautifully crafted and traditional elements and crafts and tweeds. So I'm going to show you another outfit before we get into things. But also, I wanted to tell you that today is a big week. And I feel like I've been saying that every week. And I still can't tell you why it's a big week. But you might guess that there's something to do with it in the event that we go to tomorrow. So I hope you'll join me on the event that we go to tomorrow. And hopefully we can keep it at least under wraps until the next video. But it will be a big hint. And I hope that you get excited for this, because genuinely, when I say to you that this has been the passion project of all dreams, I just can't wait for you to know what's been going on and what's been happening. So it should be a really fun week, and it should be really lovely. So I'm going to take you with me tomorrow as well. But for now, like I said, it is a wet grey day outside, and I am going to just spend a little bit of time with you in my dressing room. We've got the electricians downstairs as well, so I might have a little something to show you down there, but it's not all exciting, and I can't show you everything because, you know, it gets a little bit boring. So anyway, into the next outfit. There's also discount codes, which I will pop in the description box down below, if you did want to try anything out, and if you wanted to see if you like anything, or if you just wanted to make your day a little bit brighter with the happiest jumper, then, you know. Okay. If you thought I had only one little jumper of joy to show you, you would be absolutely wrong, because I have two. This one feels like a little bit more chic. And this is like, I'm taking my first tentative steps on my evergreen journey, and I want to start dressing in things that bring me joy, and we're taking it easy and we're taking it slow. So we've gone in with a little Lily of the Valley motif on a cardigan that is actually the perfect shade of sort of taupey, greigey wonderfulness. But I thought to myself, do you know what? When you design a jumper this joyful, I need to know more about you as a person. And do you want to know where the wonderful Lydia Elise is? I hope I can say her name right. Who designed this sweater under the collective that is Fabrique. And this is an exclusive collection. She's from Norfolk. She's from Norfolk. If that isn't a sign, guys, I don't know what to say, because this is joy, pure happiness, pure evergreen spirit, pure I love dressing happy. This is it. And so I cannot believe that Leah is from Norfolk. I just feel like this is such a sign. And also, she's honestly just designed and worked on some of the most incredible brands, from Jill Sander to Loewe. So it really is like this incredible opportunity to work with so many of the visionaries behind brands that you already know and love, but like getting their artistic flair, because I can only imagine the honour of working under big design houses, but the restrictiveness, I can imagine, is also probably quite difficult. So anyway, my little happy jumper has made me so happy. But as I was saying, this is another happy jumper. Now this is from a designer in Paris, I believe, which probably, oh, there's just the sleeve details, and I love that it's not on both. Oh no, it is! I mean, I love that too, but it's kind of like, this is like your secret, sorry, guys, you know how much happy jumpers make me, and I need a minute to sit down. They're so soft, they're so cozy, and they are also just pure happiness. Like, imagine wearing this Lily of the Valley jumper just as you're starting to see the first signs of spring in like February, early March. Oh my gosh, this would be like a celebration of that then, let alone now when it's reminding you that like life has seasons, the world has seasons, and right now I'm in a season of happy dressing, and this is absolutely beautiful. So I had to show you this one. And again, it works really well with just like a really simple outfit. In fact, popping this with a pair of simple, you could go for ballet flats. I've just got cozy socks on because, I mean, you're on my channel, so you know how it is. But like this with just a pair of really lovely loafers, like so. I will change the other sock, don't worry. I know this might be a little bit chaotic, but this is what happens when clothes make me happy, okay? And I know I always tell you the story of my auntie who had little bunny rabbits and ducks embroidered on her shirt, and I used to think, how sad. And now I'm like, she was the coolest. So I always tell you that story because I wish I'd known more of that then. So if you take any piece of advice, take it from me that one day, even if you don't think you will love jumpers that have your favourite things embroidered onto them, and it's coming for you. And this is most definitely one of those cardigans. This is such a cute little outfit. You can obviously put more layers underneath it. You could go for a shirt. So happy. And also I love the way these more greigey taupey tones look with tan. I just think gorgeous. Okay, remember I've linked the discount code down below as well, so it's all in there, all of the information is down there. So much easier. Okay, I think you would have already seen that this blazer has become a bit of a workhorse in my wardrobe. This is by the designer Ms. Mugg, and she's been on like the pages of Vogue and Elle, and I believe she's from Tokyo. But I love that she has brought this true English country charm to this blazer with the small elbow patches, the traditional tweed, and this is 100% merino wool. What I love about this blazer is that it's slightly more oversized, so it gives it that sort of pared back look. This is something that I'm able to layer over quite a few layers. So at the moment I've got it over a blue denim shirt and a t-shirt, and I thought this was quite a nice little look. Like, I feel quite chic, you know? This is just a really comfy outfit to wear, and I love the rich tones of it. Perfect for autumn, but also perfect for layering. So this is such a great one, and I love the fact that it's got like lots of different tones in the tweed. There's like a cognac colour there, even a little bit of orange, like it's sort of like the Hermes orange, which I think is really beautiful, and then the blue that I've picked out in the denim, and I've gone for a belt as well. I just feel like these work really, really nicely together, and it's a really comfortable blazer as well to just throw on over the top of things if you just want to smarten an outfit up. So it really feels like a workhorse, which I love. And you just know I love tweed, so we can never go wrong. I knew there was a reason why I loved this blazer, and the designer Caroline Smithson actually used to work at Amelia Wickstead, so I can totally see why I was instantly drawn to this and why it spoke to me so much, because again, it's that sort of more relaxed approach to a blazer. It's very soft and beautiful, but the tweed has so much detail to it that it just adds that sort of cognac-y richness to an outfit. And I am like that girl, you know, the girls that do like jeans and a nice top. I'm the kind of girl that does like jeans and a nice blazer and not so nice top, if that makes sense. Like, put a t-shirt on, put a pair of jeans on, but jeans that like you feel good in, whack a blazer over the top, and I am good to go. That's all I need. Blazers honestly give me a whole new personality, and I just feel like I instantly look more put together, and this is no exception. And actually I don't have a blazer this tone in my wardrobe, so I think this could be quite a useful one. But I just loved it, and she's got such an impressive resume as well as a designer. But I feel like she's created the perfect classic while still having something that feels quite modern, and oh, it's gorgeous. Now, she actually describes this as a moss coloured herringbone, and it's got more of a boucle vibe to it. It is 100% merino wool as well, and it has the peaked lapels, which gives it that sort of nostalgic feel of a blazer, but this slightly more oversized fit makes it feel super modern. So I just love this. I absolutely love this. If I was to put my glasses on, I'd feel even more like, I don't have my glasses, we can go for these ones, but I don't have my other blue light glasses, but we'll go for these ones. If we were to do like this kind of vibe, yeah, love this. Absolutely love it. I will link this down below. Gorgeous. Okay, this jacket is from the designer T. Checkered, and she was formerly at Alberta Ferretti, which is a brand again that I have loved over the years. And this jacket, you've already seen me style it up. I've already been wearing it so much. This is like the ultimate comfort outfit when the jacket is the outfit. So I've popped it with some leggings, just plain black leggings, some black boots, and a sort of tonal oversized knit, so that I feel put together. But like if I was going out somewhere, going to the shops or going to like farmhouse or whatever, this is the perfect option for something that still feels put together, but is actually like super comfortable. And it's also one of those transitional dresses that like takes, not a dress, but like an outfit that takes me from like something that's maybe a little bit more active wear driven to something that still feels like me. and the detail. It's another boucle herringbone, which obviously is probably the reason why I chose the fabric, but it's in this taupey shade again, which I think works beautifully alongside really good black accessories. And this is a wool blend fabric, but it really has gone for that sort of Ivy League vibe to the design while still having that Italian elegance in the simplicity. So for me, this is ticking all of the boxes in terms of the types of fabrics that I like to wear, the types of silhouettes, whilst still being, you know, looking cute. And for my final outfit, I thought I would provide you with the receipts of past happy jumpers I have loved, just to show you that I know a happy jumper when I see one, in reference to the jumpers that we were talking about at the beginning. But this coat is exquisite. So if you have been looking for the perfect sort of rich, tonal, autumnal, barn style jacket that still has all of the simplistic design details of a good classic country coat jacket, you found it. This colour, oh my gosh, the richness of it just warms up and complements any outfit, whilst also having so many gorgeous design attributes. The collar has the really traditional cord collar, and then on the underneath, this tartan that matches the cuffs. Obviously you can roll down the cuffs for a more simplistic look as well. You don't have to have all of the tartan out as well at the same time, but I love the design detail of that. For me personally, it's just what I look for. I love those little traditional touches while still keeping something really contemporary. And obviously it's just perfect alongside a little sheep jumper. And again, this is like casual dressing with leggings and beautiful boots that still feels like you've like you're not going to go to the pub, but also go to the shops and feel out of place, which I just love. And this is absolute perfection. Big deep pockets as well, so if you did want to wear it to like the pub or walking the dog or something like that, you've got space for dog treats, so the sausages or whatever breed of dog you have will be over the moon. But also purse, keys, that kind of thing if you don't want to take a bag. Obviously I'm sure you will want to take a bag because we're girly whirlies and we love the country life, but you know. But I thought I would show you this one as well, and I will link everything in the description box down below. This is such an exciting place, I think, in terms of fashion. If you're like looking for something that is a little bit different, it's why I had been purchasing quite a lot of pre-loved items over the last few months, because I just didn't want to be wearing the same thing as everyone. I'd been searching for like a really beautiful Argyle jumper for years, and I really wanted to buy it from like a vintage Pringle Argyle jumper. And then you'll see the same Argyle jumper being worn by everyone, and you think, God, you want to find something that's a little bit more individual, something that's been designed with a bit of difference, with a slightly different edge or view or heritage behind it. And I really think that Fabrique is the place that you're going to find those pieces that aren't compromising on quality, design, and that more affordability factor as well, but also getting things that feel elevated. And I think that that's so exciting. So I'll link everything down below. I'm gonna crack on with my day and see what everyone's been up to, and also clean up the carnage in my room and get ready for tomorrow, because I have a speech that needs to be practiced. Oh gosh, I actually haven't even chosen my outfit. Cross. Good morning, everyone. I am en route to the stables. It is the weekend and I've had a couple of days where I haven't been to see Atlas, so I am so looking forward to seeing him. He's going through a little bit of a period of change at the moment, and I don't know if it's like actually happening today or whether it is like happening in a few days' time. I don't know yet. I'm going to find out everything when I get to the stables. But it looks like Atlas is going to be moving to a new paddock. You might know that over the last sort of few months, as I sort of got used to being a horse mum and getting used to all of the newness that I was experiencing, I was also trying to like get Atlas settled, and that was really like my priority. And one of the things is that all of a sudden he just lost loads of weight, and over the summer I worked really hard and I managed to get him to such a good place, and then it's happened again. And so I think it's one of those things where it's like, you know, when you put two horses together and they are like best of friends and you don't ever want to separate them, but I think the reality is that when Atlas loses the weight, Romeo finds it. And I think that they are so completely incompatible and yet love each other so much that this is the most heartbreaking thing. They'll still be able to like see each other and ride together and just be best friends. But I think what we're going to do is move Atlas to his own paddock where he can see the other geldings and just have him like set on his own, because he needs so much food and so much sustenance. He's just like your typical old man, like he knows what he needs, he doesn't want to deviate from it, and so I think this is going to be really good for him. So fingers crossed, and I'm just so looking forward to seeing him, because when my work gets a little bit busier I always miss him so much. So I am en route to see him after a couple of days of not seeing him, which is so exciting for me. I obviously don't really show you too much of when I go to the stables nowadays. There's not too much that I haven't already shown you. It is pretty monotonous, I'm not gonna lie. So every so often I'll like pop up with a stable vlog, but in all honesty, like you know, I've gone on a journey of being an equestrian. An equestrian in, gosh, that there are so many people online that would be like, ah, foul clutching. I think that's it in itself, like finding my way of being someone that loves horses but like has no real aspirations to be, you know, the greatest rider of them all. I just love horses, and dare I say it, I love my horse. So I just love spending time with him, and I love pottering at the stables, but it's not too much. Why is my hair so fluffy? Every time I look I'm like, oh gosh, it's not too different when I go, so I try not to show you too often, and I know that you guys love to see Atlas as well, but you know, I like to keep things a little bit different and a little bit, well, try and keep it a little bit fresh, but I'm not looking to become an equestrian channel, and I think that's like the most important thing about it, is that this really is something that I just do, and half the time I just go out on a hack with him and I'm like, I am so happy just doing this, like just so happy. And I do the same route, it's like my dog walks, I do the same route, I do the same sort of stuff, and we have the same sort of fun, and it's just the same. And so what I know about YouTube is you like excitement and, sorry, I've got something in my eye that's making my eye go cloudy. You like excitement and newness, like even just seeing you guys watching my videos at the moment where we're talking about the cottage all the time. You like newness and you like something fresh, and I like, gosh, you totally understand why people start scripting their vlogs and like making up exciting things that are happening in their lives so that, you know, their vlogs are exciting. And I dare I say it, over the next few years I bet you will see more of that, where people are like essentially fabricating their lives so that their videos are more interesting and clickable, because there's obviously money to be made in it, and there's not so much money to be made in me showing you the same hacking route, the same dog walking route, the same routines, the same things. Anyway, that's my thought for the day. I'm up bright and early, makeup free, but with freshly washed hair. Who goes to the stables with freshly washed hair? Someone on a very tight schedule, i.e. me. Wow, these hot air blues are lovely. Anyway, I will see you guys when we get there. You can see all of the native headings starting to turn. It's looking so beautiful, oh my goodness. What are your ears back for, hey? What are your ears back for? Looking a little bit scruffy today, but ready to go for a hack. Well, we are out on a little solo hack. Now I wish he was cleaner, but I didn't have time to give him a bath just yet because I haven't been here, but he's doing very, very well. And we're just passing where his new paddock is going to be, which is very, very exciting, isn't it? A little new home. Little new home. And this is basically what we do when we hack together. We just basically have a little chat, just the two of us, and enjoy the scenery and the seasons changing. So not much happens, to be honest. I mean, I don't ever film myself cantering or trotting because I'm just not confident to do that yet. Like, I'm not going to take that risk whilst I'm not that confident. But we have a lovely afternoon together, actually morning at the moment, but lovely morning. Just a little potter at the stables. Isn't that right, Atlas? Isn't that right? And it is the perfect weather today, I would say. The perfect weather. It is got a nice little chill in the air, but it's dry, it's clear, it's lovely. I'm having a lovely morning. Come on, sleepyhead, will we have a good ride? This is my favourite part because he lets me be really cuddly with him usually. He's all yawny and sleepy. Look at your big snoot. Come on. This way. Back up. Come on. Good boy. Oh, you sweepy. You sweepy. Little sweepy sausage. Who's that? Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? I've got a little something for you. Oh. You have to let me have a kiss though. You have to let me have a kiss. Here. Good. Good boy. If you chew it. Good boy, good boy. Go. Little sweetie, little sweetie. Little snack for the road. Yes, come on then. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Now we're into the feed bin. And I'm prepping Atlas's feeds for the week, so I do all of his feeds, and he's got some left over still. I make these up in these giant sandwich bags that I make up that I got from Amazon, and it just means that whoever feeds him when I'm not here can just pour it straight into the bucket. It just makes it super efficient. It's like meal prepping, but for horses. So I'm going to count how many I've got left, and then I'm going to work out how many I need to do. I'll probably just do all of the bags that I've got though, because it just means I don't have to worry if maybe I can't make it here. That's embarrassing. Right. Now we pack them all down. So I thought I would bring you to show you where Atlas is going to be. So this is going to be Atlas's little paddock. So it's the same size as the one that he's in at the moment, and this is where all of the other geldings are kept. So he's going to have friends over the fence, but he's going to be in here just purely because he's going to be on ad lib hay, and I think that will work really, really well for him there. And it also means that he's got these lovely views. Look at these, oh my goodness. Now the field at the moment is still sort of recovering, and there is a horse looking after this field for Atlas at the moment, but he's going to have a different little entrance as well to the farm. And yeah, he's going to be down here with all of these guys, which is really exciting. Don't look at me, I'm a mess. Anyone that says that I'm not a true equestrian, I'm sorry, have you seen me? Yes, so I think that that's going to be a really good spot for him. I think I'm going to feel a lot happier with him there as well. And yeah, bring it on, very exciting. Well, you are very mucky. A day at the stables and you end up as mucky as me. But how about that? A little spend the morning at the stables with me. That was very enjoyable, and I had a very enjoyable ride. So I'm going to head home now. I've got work to do today. Sadly, it's a Saturday, but I do have to work. Lots of people have to work on a Saturday, and I don't mind it because it means I'm going to be able to have a week off next week. So I'm not moaning. I'm not saying that I'm hard done by or anything like that. I am simply just letting you know that I'm working. But hopefully, if I get something done, I will be able to go to the pub later on this evening. So it should be a lovely day. I'm going to head home and see my husband. As promised, I am sat here working. Do you want to know something? I had a funny conversation with my hairdresser. I was like, well, you know, if I do want to go shorter with my fringe, I can just cut it myself. And he was like, you wouldn't. And I was like, no, I wouldn't. Guess who just cut their fringe themselves? It was me. I did. I just cut my fringe myself. So I think I have realised what I've been doing wrong with styling my fringe. First of all, this is actually all I need, I think, for fringe. Just these few little bits. I don't need the rest of it, so I'm just going to grow that out. And also it just needs to be short. Like, I could actually take it shorter, but I'm slightly scared, so I'm not going to. But it just needs to be shorter. Like, it just needs a little few wispy bits in the middle, and that's all it needs for it to look good. So I've cracked it. It doesn't need to be too thick here. If I have too much here, it makes me look weird. Obviously, I know that you really wanted to know all of that. I've just finished filming a reel. Oh, poo sticks. Where should I just put that? Oh no. Press the wrong button. So I'm just editing a reel that I've just filmed and really loved my outfits for that. It's currently 4 o'clock. We're running out of time, but it has been a good day so far. I've had such a productive day. I was literally at the stables for hours and I got 10 days worth of feeds all packaged up and done for Atlas. We had a lovely ride together and it was just me and him. And you know when you're like in a position where you kind of like, I need to be able to go and ride him in the mornings as well. So building up that confidence in him is just so, I mean, he had a spook. He did have a spook, which is so unlike him. I feel like sometimes he just likes to keep me on my toes. And he even like, he went for a bolt, but he calmed down. But he was very good with it. I think it was like a hole in the ground. He was like, what is that? Anyway, I'm gonna get this edited and I have to show you something that we have had put in downstairs. And we have also started moving into the rooms, like organising. You've obviously been seeing that, but I need to show you everything and I need to show you the lights as well. What is this fly? It is bugging me. Anyway, I need to crack on with my work because work has to be done. Because no rest for the wicked, as they say. You can just sit there like that. Oh dear, okay. Work away. I also got myself the new iPhone 17 Pro, which is exciting. Nothing works, which, you know, you always want that. Because I do this thing, I think you've seen me do it quite a lot. I go, hey Siri. Oh, I thought she was going to come alive then. And I send all of my text messages when I'm in the car. And so I just dictate them and then she sends them for me. And every time now I ask her to send a message, she goes, to who? To who? To who? To who? Until I die. So we need to look at why she's not working and what's gone on, because I'm very sad about that. New phone, and I've just filmed with the front camera, so we're going to see what quality is like on that, which is super exciting. But we are going to finish work first. Come on. There is a glass of wine at the end of this rainbow, Lydia. Let's do this. Having a weird day. I had enough sleep in a long time. You know what I mean? It's been a day. Oh God, I've still got to tidy all this up. This mess. How does it even happen? For God's sake. Right, before you start editing, Lydia, send the next clips. Okay? Okay. Oh, I really love it when my fringe does fringy things. It really makes me happy. It's just like he's doing what he should be doing, you know? Looking cute. I could go shorter. Should we cut it up? Oh, let's cut it again. All you do is literally just like bring these little tiny bits. That's all you need. It doesn't need to be that much of a commitment. Just these tiny bits is all you need. Little tiny bits. Come on. Do I have anything else to tell you? I don't know if I have anything else to tell you, you know. Have I got something else to tell you? I don't know. Oh, Ali broke. Oh no, this is just boring. Ignore me. Just go to the time lapse, Carrie. Just go to the time lapse because we're being weird. Where are my glasses? Bloody glasses. God, this takes forever. Come on. Don't you just love it when you're sat working on a Saturday and your best friend texts you telling you that she's in the pub? Don't you just love it? I loved it. Do you know, it made me feel really good. It made me feel really happy inside. I was like, I love that for you. Hate it for me. Love that for you. Okay, love that for you. Love that for you. Just loved knowing that you were in the pub whilst I was working. Love that for you. Not for me, for you. In the pub. Well. Has this failed? I feel like this has failed. Why aren't you working? Let's try sending 2 at a time, shall we? Because sending 4 clips is too much for you. Why is this not working? Now you'll have to excuse me, it's a bit dark, but I have to take you downstairs. You might be able to hear the sound. He's quite noisy, I've got to be honest. He's a noisy chap. So if you've ever wondered what Lydia Millen purchases when she stops buying Hermes bags, I am about to show you. This is my pride and joy. I can't believe I own one. We got it from Angel Refrigeration and they came and they fitted it. Basically they're like a commercial food storage refrigeration business, and that was the only place that we could get this. Now we were going to put this in the bar, but we thought better of it because it's noisy, as you can hear. Not as noisy as our Bengal, but it's noisy. But it's also just a bit out of the way and it doesn't take up much storage space where it is now. So I'd like to introduce you to Scott. This is my new boyfriend. And Scott is my ice machine. Would you look at that? That is the best thing I have ever seen. And it's actually like proper ice. Because the thing that I would say, the ice machine that I had from Amazon was so good and it really did like scratch the itch for ice cold water, but the ice would melt so quickly. With this, my ice is still in my Stanley cup when I wake up the next morning. It's so good. It's made me very, very happy and it's been a welcomed addition. It is going to be situated underneath the stairs here. This door is going to have a vent put in it and it will just kind of operate down here. We are looking to build something so that we can, like, you know, put it in. But for the moment, that is Scott. And you can also see that we have managed to clear this area. And if I take you into, I mean, there's just a random table here and some baskets, but I wanted to take you to show you something very special. Now, it's not finished in here, but we have started moving in. So Ali has very kindly put all of my mismatched tweed lampshades on, but I have started putting all of my books onto the bookcase, but I'm going to show you something. So at the moment, we have a few spotlights. So we've got like spotlights down here and spotlights down here, and then we've got the bookcase lights, which are the little lampshades, and then we've got the little lampshades that you can just probably just about see, I'm not sure if you can, here, which sit above the sofa, so they're like the reading lights. And you can obviously turn each one off if you don't want them all on at once. You can turn them off and that kind of thing. But I can't actually turn this on properly. It needs a new driver. But I want to show you how special the other lights are in my little bookcases. Now obviously they're not finished still. We still have the cornice to put up to go on, but once that goes on, I can't have it on too long though because of the driver. But once that goes on, this room will be completely cleared and we will just be waiting for the furniture for this room, which is incredibly exciting. So I have started putting all of my books on here. So as you know, all of our other bookcases in the house, we have 3, have been more like sort of stylized bookcases. This bookcase was always supposed to be my functional library, book nook, whatever you want to call it. And it was supposed to have just a juxtaposition of books all over it. And so I have put the majority of my books that will fit on there. Coffee table books and things like that are a little bit too big to go on there. I have a table of coffee table books over there, but we have started moving in and we have both decided that this footstool is perfect for in my library as well, because this area is actually, I believe, as far as I know, oh hello, going to be clear. So this will be an area that you can sort of walk in and select your book and walk out and take a pew if you want to. Excuse me. You are not allowed in here because unfortunately, Madam thinks that we have created her a room that is one big loomy scratch post. Yes, we didn't see that one coming, did we? No, we didn't. We didn't see that you would think that Hessian walls are your scratching post. Bless you. Come on, let's go out. Come on. No, no, no. What? Come on. Come on. Now that looks a lot brighter than it actually is. Thank you, madam. I'll close that door now. Mr. Millen Gordon has been down here selecting his whiskey, and he has... How these lights work. We've got to find out what all of these lights do, because we have literally 500 lights. So Ali has been searching for his whiskey of choice in the bar. One of the things that we're still not there with all of the lighting here, so we're waiting for lights here, lights on here, there's also a light up here. We might add a strip underneath as well, but we're not too sure yet. But Ali has been filling his bits and pieces onto this shelf. He's putting whiskey and bits and bobs. We're going to get our little ice bucket up here, but also a sterling silver ice bucket as well. We are getting there. I know I say this every time, but we are getting there, aren't we, Lumi? Yes, we are. It is also a little bit back to the drawing board at the moment with our pool table. We're trying to decide which wood to go for. We're thinking of going for this cherry coloured felt on it, because we might be going green in here. Who knows? Let's see how it turns out. But we're also trying to select which wood. So we've got all of these to choose from. One of the things that I can't wait to do downstairs is start like properly organising. And I'm actually doing a campaign with Wayfair, which, oh my God, like who remembers when I used to do my little Wayfair like shopping edits? Because before Restoration Hardware was in the UK, I was obsessed with Restoration Hardware, and it's actually hilarious that they ended up going into my wedding venue, because I'm like, do you realise that there was like 3 years where I was like begging and pleading you to come to the UK, and I was finding dupes for Restoration Hardware styles, and I always used to find the best ones on Wayfair, so I used to put together all of these edits, so you know that like I am very, very excited to have been working with them on this. And I basically decided that I was going to have like a really practical approach to the sort of shopping edit that I did. I went in and I measured all of my cubby holes for wicker storage baskets, and they offer a different size of wicker storage baskets that I think that you guys are going to love, by the way. Oh, that you weren't expecting it to be this big. So these are the wicker storage baskets that I love, because I love that they're more shallow. I haven't seen them like this other than the ones that you get at IKEA that are a bit smaller, but these work beautifully in my bookcase cupboards. So these will be really good for storing things in. And I bought lots of different sizes. So this size for the bigger ones, and then these ones, obviously you can either have them this way, or if you've got an awkward space, you can have like two side by side like this. So for me, I know people think I'm nuts when I do things like this, but I love nothing more than organising my spaces. I sadly don't usually have enough time to maintain them in the way that I would like to, because I am often not around. But I always say to Ali, I just want you to know that if I was a kept woman, this house would be... But unfortunately, I'm not. I'm a working woman. So it's not quite as organised as I would like it to be, but I do my best all the time, especially with the jobs that we do, with the fact that we both work from home. It's actually a bit of a challenge keeping a house organised where you both work from home and have a number of things coming in sort of weekly and products and things like that. So organisation is something that I really enjoy doing as well. You'll know that I find it very therapeutic, and it almost gives me goosebumps thinking about it. So that's the wicker storage baskets. I want to tell you that I have been searching high and low for a basket like this. I cannot tell you. So this is great for laundry. If you're looking for something really beautiful for your laundry, this is such a great laundry basket. but also a log basket as well. So if you want a nice little log basket next to your fireplace or something like that, I thought this was so beautiful. I instantly snapped it up. So I thought that would be quite interesting for some of you, because I know that we're all sort of kindred spirits and we love a good organise and that kind of thing. So I thought I'd show you those. Now this is the one that really excited my husband. Basically I went on there searching for beautiful kitchen utensils and bits and pieces like this. I really wanted to get some durable but beautiful kitchen scissors. There is something about kitchen scissors that are inherently ugly. Why are they always so ugly? And I found these are from Zwilling, which is actually someone that I've worked with previously, and they are a brilliant, brilliant brand. So I bought 2 pairs of these because I really liked how they almost look like, you know, like old school scissors, and also this acts as a nut cracker, I believe. So I got 2 of those just because you always need kitchen scissors. And then Ali had tasked me with the very important task of finding him some new prongs for the barbecue and when he's cooking. Again, my husband is like me. He loves using beautiful utensils, and these are exquisite. These are really weighty. So these are stainless steel tongs, obviously slightly different but still quite beautiful. Just again, something that if you pop it on the side, it's going to look lovely. And I love that. Whenever nowadays when we have to replace something, I always look for something that will just look lovely instead, which I'm happy to spend a little bit more on. I know people think it's nuts, but you know, whatever. Then this is the one that genuinely my husband nearly divorced me over the state of our baking pans. So I managed to find a really, really good quality set that comes with a lifetime guarantee, and I loved that it came with all different sizes of pans. Like sometimes you just don't need a huge big one, but lots of different options as well. Oh, that's a cookie one. That will be very useful for me because I would like to make some cookies. And then a sort of deeper one as well. So these are just a few bits I thought you might find interesting. I also got some cloth storage bags for just organising bits and clothes and things like that, packing things down, but I just thought I'd show you the main ones because I thought it might be quite interesting, you know. Anyway, I've got a glass of wine on the go downstairs while Sally cooks dinner, so I thought you could come and join me. What else? I would like to bake those sourdough starter cookies, the discard cookies again, because they were so good. They take a while because you've got to like let the dough chill. Maybe I could start making them. It's a very long-winded recipe, and you know, I could make them tomorrow maybe. Who knows? But I just love them. They're so good, and they're like cakey and soft and oh. Very autumnal, by the way, very autumnal.
Are you sure you want this?
I think that is something that people will absolutely love to get out when we've got music blaring down here.
Right, what's been going on down here then? So, first things first, I've completed the installation of the bins.
Completed it?
Yep, so where if you look, they're now, I don't know if you remembered what they look like, but you have these 2 little compartments for whatever you want to put in there.
Oh, right.
And then I put these little handles on all of the
Oh,
bins.
wow, I didn't realise we had those. That's very handy, isn't
So you
it?
can carry them out.
Yeah.
So that's been completed. And then under the sink, just for now, we can change it. You have some
Wow.
dishwasher stuff. Okay, so that's our lovely dishwasher.
Lovely dishwasher.
And then I powered up the old fridge.
No light though. Oh,
What?
is it a movement light?
Yeah, it must be, yeah.
No.
Well, it didn't come on, did it? For a while?
No.
So,
Perfect.
That's
So those
that.
are our appliances, the very small. We need to take the glasses and put them into the cupboards now as well.
yeah, that's a job.
And we are,
Start thinking about how we're going to dress these.
I think we know. I like your idea of some books. I think if we had some like old
Yeah.
books on there, just so that they just can't hide the light at the back, because then you'll get like a,
Leather, silverware.
yeah, silverware.
Little tools for bar, like cocktail.
Yeah,
whatever
beautiful
that-
like crafted ones, I think. It's getting there is the, I'm gonna get a t-shirt printed that says, it's getting there, it's getting there. First proper roast of the year. We always say we're having roast, but this is the first proper one. And
Well, of the year is incorrect, isn't it?
it's very incorrect. Of the season, but this is exactly what I needed, because Ali has actually opened a bottle of the Chateau Esther Blanc red that I had shipped over, and we haven't actually had this since we were in France, so this is a real treat for a Sunday, I would say.
It's also in the gravy.
Ooh, a bit for you. And got for me.
Just a little.
Just a pint, a mega pint. Barky in his new bed.
Camera's on. Stress yawn happened. Good boy. Little baby Porty. I got him a little olive stick, which is what he's chewing on. Got the fire on and the football for the boys.
Happy Porty.
Whilst us two worked.
Yeah, literally worked all weekend.